Alex and her brother Sam use motorized wheelchairs to be able to get around. They say that it's often difficult to even find an accessible parking space since they're limited as it is. She says she often sees people using these spaces illegally without a handicap placard hanging up in their rearview mirror. But she says now she's trying to do something about that. First, though, let me tell you how this all began.
Both Sam and Alex were born with absolutely no symptoms whatsoever, no clue of anything wrong. Both were very active. Sam was soccer player, basketball, rode horses from when he was 3 years old. Al loved to dance. That's all she wanted to do from I have videos of her dancing on the counters in our kitchen.
In the blink of an eye, two happy, healthy children fell victim to heart-wrenching challenges. Their mother says a disease called Friedreich's ataxia changed everything.
Fine motor, gross motor, speech, vision, cardiac.
As the months and years passed, Alex lost her ability to walk, talk, see, and even move. Friedreich's ataxia has no cure.
No one knew anything. There was no research being done.
Sam and Alex haven't let their physical challenges stop them from living their lives to the fullest. For them, it's more about ability than disability.
I'm very proud of the two of them. They've gone to college, they've gotten their degrees, they both work, they're kind, they're compassionate people, they volunteer all the time. And really, isn't that what life is about?
Alex has taken her advocacy to the streets. Peace, Love, and Accessibility is her nonprofit that focuses on educating people when it comes to handicap placard use, even bringing in others to help her with her mission.
And we're coming up with more ideas to try to address this because it's an ever-evolving problem.
Essentially, her new lot in life is teaching parking lot etiquette that helps those with physical challenges.
Not only is it even more difficult if you use a ramp van, do you know how many times they've gotten out of the van and then they've gone somewhere and come back and someone parks in that access aisle?
These frustrations brought Alex straight to the Capitol. She and her team were able to get a bill passed that helps police the placards. On top of that, they were granted a committee within the Department of Transportation. That committee hasn't formed yet, but the work is already being done this year to get even more bills passed.
The placards can be issued by any physician, and I think they should be issued by the treating physician, because we're starting to see now with the internet and this global market that doctors could actually make money by just issuing these placards when they have no patient relationship.
And from the Capitol to the community, Alex is partnering with groups on small projects that make a big difference, such as installing a wheelchair ramp at a local beach club.
My exposure to everything that they're doing, it's really important that education is the first piece, to first know that there's a problem, to learn about what you can do, and then to care enough to actually do something about that.
In the end, it really comes down to creating a safe space for Connecticut.
For love
Yeah, I think that's great advice. Be more mindful, stop and think about what you're doing. There really aren't a lot of accessible spots.
State leaders and Alex tell me they're going to be spending a lot of time in that building and here in these spaces to try to get more bills passed through this legislative session that will directly benefit those who need more accessible parking. And they're not going to stop until it gets done. In Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.